Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft Xbox World, aka the Siege SMP server, Season 3. And it's been probably a month since I've last done a video with you guys on here, but there's been some good reasoning. One's just been, I basically just haven't had something to want to show you guys on camera. You'll notice I haven't really done a lot around where we are. The other thing is I've been working very hard on other projects which I can't record, or I've tried to record and files have gone wrong. So that's why you've seen other stuff on the channel for the last week or so. You basically saw the trials video and the CTM map building episode. But now that all that has been covered, I can show you the progress we've made in the last month on the Siege SMP server. Now, first of all, you will notice a brand new staircase into the base, which comes out onto some very funky pink-looking building. I wonder where we are. It looks like this section of the town has been connected up, or at least it has a building on it that I can use. And how did I get stuck on that then? So floating on that stair block gets you stuck there. That's interesting. So yeah, this is my current area that I'm storing all my stuff in. There's all my diamond gear. You can tell it's almost broken. It needs a good repair. Got some food in these furnaces. So let's go and show off the progress we've made. So we'll start off in the corner on the most recent things. So we've terraformed and dug out this section down here. And we now have a wall in the corner, which looks absolutely stunning. Now, if you guys remember this section, this was all very cramped. There was not much space to get through to this side. And now it's all nice and open, and you can see all the fountain and stuff, which is pretty sweet. So, following that, as you come in, you'll notice 1, 2, 3 buildings close to you. One of them needs to actually take that andesite off the top of that building. Oh, it's gravel. Let me just go up there and get rid of it. The easiest way to go up onto that roof is through the building itself, because this building's going to have an archway on it at some point. I've got the planned positioning for it. It's just... my jump failed me there. But yeah, let's go and get that gravel off that roof, because then I can light it up with torches, and I can call this building done. I don't remember if I actually finished the roof on this one. I might not have. Let's just put that there, just to guarantee the jump. Yeah, now we make it, of course. That makes perfect sense. So let's just take a quick peek onto the roof, see if I completed it. I did, which means I can torch it up and call it finished. So that's about there. We'll do there, there, there. And let's take away this crafting bench. Now, I'm currently in conservation mode because I don't really have a lot of stuff that I'm willing to waste. It's only recently that I went mining for about an hour or so to recuperate the diamond haul that I'd recently lost. Because basically, I'd used all the diamonds repairing all my stuff. Now, we don't want that, obviously. Let's get rid of the ladders. So... that's why I'm kind of using stone axes, and all the stuff looks brand new. This I've just recently repaired. I think it's on its second to last full repair. And obviously, yeah, you can tell I kind of do enchanting sprees and stuff. Died a couple of times to creepers around this place, even though it is well lit up. And for retrospect on where the old height used to be, I think the lower branch on this one was floor height. So you can tell how much I've dug this area down by to make it look much better than it did. So following that, obviously you've got some... nice buildings, one in development, one here. This is quite a large building, which you can tell from here. We're slowly working our way over that way as well. Eventually that will go down to become a ship. Mountain looks good on this half. This half still needs terraforming. That's coming out. This section here is all going to be gone. Not sure about that up there yet. It looks a bit of a mess, but it might be able to do something with it. It looks pretty cool, that archway there. Got a nice sheep farm going here, so that when I eventually do build the pirate ship, I'll have the wool ready for it. In fact, while I'm here, let's just do this. In fact, let's put some armor on so I can save inventory space. So if I just go around clipping them all. The only time I can actually breed these now is when I reload the world up at the start, when all the mobs haven't spawned in. Because of it being an amplified world, you basically have mobs everywhere on your hilltops. Essentially just stops your game from running smoothly. Is there any more? No, I think I got them all. Yeah, I think I definitely got them all. So let's add that to that. So we've now got over a stack of wool, which is sweet. I'll just harvest them every so often. I did have them here originally, but then I moved them over there and I was just like, I need to fill this gap with something. So I put the sheep farm there, and then I built the wall after it. That's why it's a little bit bigger gap on this side than it is on the other side of it. Got some nice balconies. Do need to put all the pathing in still and the decorative stuff. We've only got the occasional tree every so often. Some of these buildings I'm not quite happy with. Like for this one, for example, it looks nice on the inside, but the outside's a bit iffy. Because it just... There's something about it from what you can see, if you just look from here. It just looks very plain. But when I decorate it, it'll take the eye off of it. I think that'll be fine. So this one's another one of the combination of light grey stained clay and bricks. That is a tongue twister. A couple more chests here. Go inside. You can go up. It's a bit smaller on the upper floor. Getting stuck indoors. This one is my personal favourite at the moment. These two buildings against this wall. This is pretty much a direct copy of what some things Arcus did on his Play Minecraft server that he built. These essentially is the similar build design, just without the leaves and stuff. I might add that in afterwards, but yeah. So we've got a nice bridge overhanging this, so when you do walk past, what you can see is this nice walkway on the earlier section, and then obviously you'll see a rooftop here, which maybe I'll connect it to. I don't know at this point yet, because I've blocked this all off, because this is all for the future stuff. I just wanted to concentrate on working my way across, and then that way. So terraforming it slowly. It's quite a painstakingly long task. So there's the original building we have. There's now one next to it. Along this upper path. Nice bit of decorative stuff here along this wall. A nice little lower section here. There's a nice little balcony that you can look down on. You do get a good view of that building there. And you can get a nice street view. It's good for sniping. You get good positioning on this place. And also there's a door in here. You can go down the staircase and down into the lower room. Takes you down as well. I just wanted to keep multiple paths open so you didn't have to go up the two staircases. The one that we've got here. Which, by the way, I really like how this andesite and stone brick looks. It looks really, really nice. I may have to use that design. Oh, and that andesite should not be there. Because that should be stone. Have I got some stone? Yep. Andesite is just basically in the wall as a filler block. Then you've got obviously the foundations of the bigger building above it, which I'm tempted to take out these pillars that I've got on it. So that should be a torch, obviously, according to my blocks. Because I've looked at this and I've been like, they look a bit iffy. Do I take them out? And here's me making the decision of taking them out. Because actually, they blend into the ground round here. Not as well as I thought they did. So obviously I've dug them down to fit, but it's not great, honestly. And if I don't like it, there's no point keeping it. I might as well just take it out and try again. And then obviously we've got the back section here. That is an Enderman block, because why the hell would I ever leave that there? What else we got? We need to take out that. Is that going to have stone brick down too? Yeah. This one as well? Yep. And lastly, that one. And of course it's raining, it's night time, so let me go and sleep in a bed. And we'll continue the tour over to the other section, because last time I was with you guys, I think the last thing I'd shown you was probably only building a third or fourth house, so you can see the massive progress we've made since I last caught up with you guys. I do need a door for this house though, and I have mobs spawning on the roofs as well, so I've got to be careful with that. But yeah, so in the process of making this place, I have been getting a lot of clay. Now, the clay, I've pretty much burnt out a lot of the close sections under the shallow water outside of the amplified border. So, in the process of figuring that out, I realised I would need to find a more substantial source of hardened clay, so I went looking for a mesa biome. Now, luckily, because these seeds are exactly the same as the ones that generate on the PC version of 1.8.9, essentially we could just search them up on the PC and go and find them on biome finders and things like that. Now this section does need a bit of a tidy up because it's very flat there. I'm going to need to put a building here with a bit of a roof. I need to tidy this roof up. This is the building we last saw. Why on earth is there a door there? I think I was going to do an archway here as well for where the path was going to take up, but obviously I haven't built the second building in yet. And obviously, to incorporate the beacon, there's a bit of a glass blocks through and through. Let's just bust through. We might as well. Let's just dig up with dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the thing about this building that I'm not keen on is... I've dug up in like the one place you don't want to dig up. Let's just go back down. There we go. Place that there. Let's go up a bit centrally so at least we can guarantee some access point to the roof. Of course I picked the one spot that gravel comes down. Brilliant. So you can tell what's obviously on the roof is a bit of gravel. So yeah, this is the roof, but what I don't like about the roof is the fact that there's this like ledge going round it, and it just doesn't suit the building at all. So if I take the ledge off, there's no access point to this roof, except for random holes like that, which is really strange. Let's just put a slab there. So yeah, if I take this down, I think that'll be this building sorted. So eventually, with the walls around the city, what I want to do is connect them all up together. So that looks better now because you can't actually see it. I think that's much but nicer than what it looked like. So what I'll need to do is just dig it down, place that, go on the roof of the wall, and let's fix it from there. But yeah, so we've got this nice little pond here. If we do go back round to the other side, we will see the pathing that we've done. Didn't really go over it, kind of glanced past it. So yeah, well, this is the sort of style pathing we're going to have. Obviously still got the half slab section here. Haven't built the base section going in there yet. This looks really nice. This is one of my personal favourite areas. Got a couple of chests, a nice extended balcony. Bit of a water feature here with eventually when there's a path there it'll look much nicer on both sides. Haven't done anything inside here or on the outside of this again. It's kind of just been neglected because what I know I need to do on this section is terraform it, and I don't want to do that. Essentially what I'm needing to do is to take it out and flatten it towards that lower section there, and I don't really want to do that at this point when I know there are other things I can do within the city walls which look nicer. So yeah, from here, at least what you can see is you can see the peak there, smaller building there, a building there with a sort of roof. What we need is a large central building that you can see. But I think anything bigger than what we've got in this corner may intrude on what we've already got, if you know what I mean. So we've still got this bridge here, which I'm going to need to change at some point because I just don't like the way it looks. The paths do continue over this side a bit, back abound towards the arena. So speaking of mesa biomes, I did find one. It is very far out, let me put it that way. I haven't actually figured out how I'm getting on. Oh, I can get inside the building. What am I doing? I'm just not thinking this through. So if I just hop through here, jump up here, second floor, up to third floor, and ladder to the roof. There we go. I think this building was already here the last time you guys saw it, so it's nothing special. There's a ladder there. Got the wall, so we want to get on top of this building here, yeah, and replace this one block. So let's just put one block of dirt and one gravel. There we go. So that's that building complete. I'm happy with that one, happy with this one now. Oh, let's not do that. Oh, I'm messing with torches and I shouldn't be. So yeah, this one's happy. These ones you've already seen. This red one, I'm not sure the red one was here actually. The red one might have been, it might not have been. I don't actually remember. It's been a lot of time since, and yeah, if we ever do any PvP stuff on here, this is a good sightline as well. You've got a nice look down, you've got some good cover from the trees, you can get 2 snipes off onto that door, ledgeway through there. Keeping it nice and covered. Can you make that jump? But obviously if you get in this tree, there's not a lot you can do. Yeah, you just fall down. So yeah, I've got like 3 different locations at this point where chests are. So I've obviously got down here, the main storage room at the moment. I've also got the one in the far building that you saw near where the base entrance is, and I've also got one in here as well, just because it's easier to backtrack to certain locations. This one's a bit more organised. This is the one for the paths and stuff. Bit of random yellow clay, some oddball stuff. Let me just dump some of this in here actually. I don't need the stack of arrows, I can take the one. So you can tell, yeah, how much of this can I actually dump off? Oh, I can dump off a fair bit. Any more? No, that must be full. But yeah, let's go and check out this mesa biome, because I've had to make like I'm trying to think what it's called. It's called a tunnel. There we go. So if I actually wasn't paying attention there, I probably would have lost all my footage, but luckily I've saved it now. Whew. So yeah, nearest portal inside the base. Let's go and check out this mesa biome, because there's a picture on my Twitter of it, but that really doesn't give it justice, because this mesa biome is fairly huge. The portal's actually on the far side of it. It's nice because I need a resounding, like, supplement of clay in this world. So I think I've found it without actually having to do anything funky like modding or anything like that. I'm just really lucky we had such a nice world available to us. Now I've got to find where my entrance is to my tunnel. I know it's over on this wall. That's about as far as I know. Oh, there it is. I really need to light that up with some torches so I can find it. Let's just whiz down our tunnel. Let's put some torches down it. Not mega close together. And then there's going to be a staircase down. This was to level off the height because I built the nether portal for the mesa biome spawned really, really low down compared to where I thought it would go. But it's not too far along here. Now, it does make a right turn after a while. I'm hoping this isn't too dark for any of yous. I know the a nether is quite dark sometimes. And there goes my food. Food is becoming a big issue now, because what I need to do at some point is get a villager, a farmer villager, and set up the wheat farm to be fully automatic with wheat, carrots, or potatoes. Essentially, what I'm going to do is fill his inventory up with stuff so a minecart underneath him can run and get the stuff. There we go. Good old coordinates allowed me to build that tunnel. That tunnel actually goes over, I think, 3 lava lakes, so... Okay, that's not what I was expecting from when I spawned in, as we set on fire. Ouch. They must have been here from the last time I was here, because that hurt. They mustn't have despawned. They must have just been here from the last time. Yeah, you're a zombie wearing armor. So we're in the middle of like a dry biome section here. We've got a mesa, a savanna, a roof forest is around here somewhere. Drop some of your armor. Nah, I don't want the rotten flesh. Let's just drop that off. But yeah, this is the mountain I took the picture from over there, so you can tell how far the distance goes. Oh, I didn't even see these for a second. Didn't even see the rabbits blending in. But yeah, I haven't really explored any of this. All I've really found is the mesa, and kind of been around the mesa, and that was about it. Yeah, you can see the roof forest just off in the distance here. Just a bit there and there. More over there. It's pretty flat, to be fair. But what we need to do at some point is do an episode of actually exploring some stuff. Because what I do need to do at some point is kill the bosses in the world. Yeah, I've got a birch forest. It's pretty much every new biome you could want here. What is that on top of that hill? Is that snow? I'm looking just to the top left of my screen there. Yeah, it must be snow. But yeah, let's go back. We don't really need to be here at this point. I've got enough clay. If I need to do a new trip, I will make a base out here at some point. Because it'd be a nice westerny style theme. We've got a desert, a savanna, all this cool stuff. But yeah, the last thing I want to show you, which is going to take us a little while to get to, which actually shouldn't take that long. What I'm going to show you is the second project I've begun. There's a lot of animals. I'm with last word in my inventory. I think I might just clean up some of these and just get some food. Let's clean up the pigs. I think the cows won't despawn if I leave the area quick enough. Plus, recently, I actually have been playing a lot of UHC on the PC. Now, I tried to record the first one. I have the footage for this, but it's very... So like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, is I was talking about recently playing some UHCs on the PC. Now, I did play two different ones. I've played in the Hermitcraft Season 7... which should be coming out relatively soon. And these flaming freaking... Why are they in the nether? Ugh. But yeah, the Hermitcraft Season 7, which will be coming out at the beginning of next month. I will put a video up for that, but it won't be what you expect. It's not going to be of the season. It's because my season got basically corrupted. OBS froze really early on. And basically because I'd recorded the full thing in one go, what I ended up with was TeamSpeak didn't record. My audio recorded fine, but after about an hour and a half, my footage corrupted and froze. So I've basically got 4 or 5 episodes of me just talking to myself, which is no good. So what I'm going to do is just put up the intro for the series, and basically I'm going to put some text on it to basically say to go and check out the people on my team and the other team's perspectives to go and see what happened in that season. So that's what I'll do for the first one. The second one is similar, but I didn't record the second one. I wanted to see if I could just do one without recording. The second one was the Snowcrack Season 35, and that was a solo game. Now, I didn't record that to try and boost FPS and basically just as a trial run for the next time one of these things came up. And it turned out much better than I thought it did. There are other people that have recorded the season. So again, if there's an intro for that one, I will do exactly the same again. I'll tell you to go and check out their videos for the season so you can see how I and the other players actually got on in the game. You can see how actually I got on against people playing PC and who are actually very, very good with their PvP skills. It was a big learning curve for me more than anything else, I think. And why am I going this way? Because this is the complete wrong direction as to where I want to go. I want to go on the exterior. Well, since I'm still here, I'm going to go and sleep in that bed again. And then we'll go and check out the new project, which I've started. Well, I didn't really start it. What I'd done is I started it before this spawn area and just neglected it. It just stayed there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So we'll go over there. There's not really that much to see. I think there's only 2 buildings over there, but I can give you the plan of what we're going to do over there, because my plan for the spawn town is pretty clear by now. We know the build design, we know how we're doing it, we basically know everything that's going on, but the new one is a little bit different. It's going to be a different style, essentially. So you'll have the main spawn town, then you'll have this one. Now, it's actually easier to get to this one if you go onto here, go up here. Oh, a zombie died on there. Is go through this cave here, which lined up pretty perfect, actually, with what I was doing. So I've got this temporary bridge here, which you can go over, which actually leads you towards where the spawn chunk is, which you can see in the sky there. I do need to take that down at some point, because players shouldn't be spawning up there anymore. I seem to have fixed the problem. This is the really nice section where my base used to be, the starter base, which is here. I really like how this thing turned out. I may come back to this at some point in the future because it seems to be dead smack in the middle of where my builds are. I thought that squid spawned on me then for a second. Was that just me? It might have just been me. But yeah, this is my original spawn chunk server spawn. So the spawn chunk's there, which is probably just over the other side of that cliff where that water is. So that's the safe way down that I made for people. This is my melon and pumpkin farm that I had. There's take anything. Yeah, there's lots of stuff here. So what we need to do is we need to get up this hill. I don't really have a good path to it because I kind of built this a long time ago. There may not even be any chests still here of stuff. As you can tell, here's me pillaring straight up. There we go. Let's go up a bit more. Da, 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 da. There you go. You can kind of see a glimpse of it now. It is a nice medieval style town. And like you said, I have no idea how I'm getting to this thing anymore. I've completely forgotten. I used to have a good way up and down, but now, as you can tell, as I'm traversing the terrain, I clearly have got no clue what I'm doing. If I remember rightly, this was the section that I left a chest behind a waterfall, wasn't it? Could have sworn this was the section. On the first day of the server, I found a monster spawner, and I hid the loot behind a waterfall. It might have been around here, it might not have been. So essentially, there is currently a horrendously looking desert village, which seems to have like spawned on itself multiple times for no reason. As you can tell from this crazy amplified village, it seems to have spawned the same buildings 3-4 times on top of itself, which is quite amusing actually. It must think that there's a desert biome there because it spawned a desert village, but it's clearly amplified forest biome and plains biome, I think. So there is a blacksmith there. I don't know if it's been raided. I know the libraries have still got books in. But yeah, it's pretty crazy looking. But yeah, let's not go about that. So this is the church that we've built. It's a nice custom design that we did. This was between me and Mark. We did this quite a long time ago. And we were coming up with like house designs as well. We've got this one here that we like. And we kind of started figuring out the entire section. So this would have been the first section of it. It would have curved off backwards towards here. And then eventually it's going to go down the side of this cliff here. Go round a bit and then it'll cover this section and then go out into the ocean, which I think will be pretty cool. But yeah, so let's take a quick peek at this church because I'm really proud of the church. I may do a tutorial on this at some point in the future. This is a Gamertags house, because this is the only house we could find that sort of suited our design. We changed the colour of the roof to match what we wanted. But besides that, you may remember this look on the church, because this is the infamous design which I used on my watchtower, which is also in this world as well. The watchtower is somewhere near Mark's house, so if you're on the server, use it as an Easter egg to try and find it. It's on the edge of the world somewhere on the south line on the map. I don't actually have... Oh, I do have a map on me. So yeah, it's down on the south line. It's probably in that direction somewhere. Maybe a bit more. Nah, it's too far. About there. So if you point that direction, then you may find it. I need to do an update near the... the spawn town to see what it looks like. That's right. So yeah, let's go inside the church. Let's see what happens in here. So we've obviously got really nice pink and yellow layout for it. We've got this wonderful like cross in the middle of the back. Got like an enchanting table that people could read from. I don't know why that would be there. Got some nice ladders to go up to the balcony. It kind of fit perfectly with what we were wanting to do. So you got a nice view from up here. And then there's even access to the tower, which you can spin up and see the bell on the top. It's a nice little bell, but you get a really good view from here of what you can see. You can jump. Let's not fall down. Let's go back up. There we go. Let's just hop on. Nope. You can make that jump. I've done it before. Is that a chest? Oh. What's this? Ah. I forgot about that. I don't actually even remember the joke behind that. I may have to ask Mark what it's all about. I may drag him on the server later and ask him what this piece of paper is. But yeah, you get you can just about out of view is where the spawn town is. If you look far left of my screen, you can see where the entrance is over there. My base is just down there. Spawn chunk is up there. Crazy village there. Edge of the boundaries is down in this crazy looking ravine. It's insane how cool that looks. It's like you can't even get it in one shot, even in F5 mode, aka backwards third person mode. That's like perfectly straight. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying like looking out for where I could have buried this waterfall thing, but I don't actually remember where it was. But yeah, that's been me rambling on. We've kind of visited all the stuff that's happened since I was last with you guys on the server. Now, I will be doing more videos on the server. It's just I've been just incredibly busy. Just not really had the time or the patience for it. I've obviously just chilled on here for a little bit at a time building because it's just what I wanted to do. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a couple more episodes out in the coming weeks. Maybe coming weeks, might be one later this week. There'll be definitely some CTM map videos coming out because Rise from the Depths has begun. That's a pretty cool hole. But yeah. And until then, I hope you all enjoyed. We need to kill an Ender Dragon, a Wither, and the Elder Guardians at some point. So until then, bye-bye.